Hello, and oh dear, I wish I'd eat your energy, mate. I really do. We better get on and see what we've got to do. Well, I think we're going to do a bit of tedding this morning. Welcome back to Blickling Farm in the beautiful county of Norfolk, with some of the worst drivers in the world, but especially around here, and I'm included in that. Let's have a quick look here. Now, I was going to do some tedding, but I think before we start that, I ought to just clean up here first. So we just go and grab the fence and clean up. Then we're going to do tedding of those two meadows we mowed last time you were with us. Oh, you didn't think you were going to escape, did you? Right. Alright, come on then. Oh, of course this is on. Gotta remember what we got fixed on what here. Got terrible memories. Right, I'm now restarting making videos and at Mum's back home. Wife and myself went to see her this morning. I'm recording this Sunday, and she seems a lot better now. She's managing, with help from the family, of course. Someone pops in just about every day at the moment, but I think she'll be okay again. And again, as I said in the last video I made, I'm going to forget which one it was now. No, is that close enough? I think it might have been the motorsport manager. I'd like to thank everybody for their kind, good wishes. Much appreciated. I just want to take this very slow. Oh, better lift it first. Switch it on. So with it switched on, it should take the higher stuff off anyway without it touching the ground. I just want to clean this up. What's all going wrong here? Clean this bit up. That's better. Then we're back all the way back and just finish cleaning it. It's one of those jobs that you can't really leave cleaning the animals out. Oh, also another news, real life news. We had our first rain for some time Friday night. Well, for about 2 months to be precise. And because after all that heat, we realised the flat roof on top of our kitchen extension, which we didn't have done, it was done when we come here, it's giving up the ghost as we had water coming in. So we're now got to have that looked at. We only just 2 months ago had the whole house overhauled, but we had to build a quick look at that flat roof, and we agreed with them it looked fine if it wasn't leaking, leave well alone. Wish we hadn't though. But if you've got a flat roof, you know once you start messing with it, you have a full job to do. Or leave those bits just over the side there for now. We'll just take this bit here up. That should do it. Put this back in position. That bit here I'm not going to worry about. I'll clear that up later. I might just bring a bucket in and do that. Right, put this away, and Bob's your jolly old uncle. And we're going to grab one of the JCBs and the tedder. I'll take the little boy, I think. Then we'll go and ted those 2 fields. Drive this in towards the forks, so I won't fit the forks. There's a little bit overcast, but we've got to do it today. We've got today and tomorrow to get this lot finished. And then we should be almost ready for harvest. And there we go, JCB man to the rescue. I'll bring the 8000 out to do the baling. I'm still deciding whether we'll see how things are going and how I feel, whether I actually do another proper baling episode or whether we cheat again. I know you're all expecting me to cheat. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of baling coming up. I've got the harvester to go at. I forget how many fields we've got how to do. Oops. You heard the creak there. It wasn't just my bones, that's the chair creaking a bit. Oh, I should have stayed where I was. That should do it. Yes, we can get that. Alright, let's remember to lift it. Look at the general direction to which you want to go, and let's go and join the happy throng out on the roads. But look at the autumn again, the further start of the autumn. Not, I hope, not as bad as last year, I'm glad to say. If you remember last year, we ended up with about 3 fields to do, and we had I think about 1 day to do it in it. It was quite close last year. Now, of course, I needn't hit the roads neither, because we have harvested this one. We hadn't ploughed or anything yet, so we can drive over. It's okay that we'll compact it a bit, but we plough anyway. It isn't going to matter. Even a quick shake up as a cultivator should do it. Find the best way through here. There we are. Look at that. I almost know what I'm doing. Now we'll start off with the one on the right hand side, I think, then have a look at the fish and begin. Although I'm not their favourite person. I do think, I keep thinking about really upsetting them and dropping the tanker in there and take some of the water out of there because they're not all water. Right, let's just knock that out. Unfold this beast and see how we're doing. Once I've got the headlands done, I shall bung it on to, I think B will do. We'll bung it in to GPS. We'll back up a bit quick on that. No, we're just about there now, about 8 miles an hour, and that's all we're going to get. Depends really whether we want, how much we want to stretch the engine. Let's see what we are catching all just. This shouldn't take too long. We may be able to rake today as well, or at least get started to rake. I have got that mod in that you can leave a vehicle running, save, go back in again, and it'll still be running. It's another one of LS Modding Company. I have a lot of their stuff. And I also put the better MIDI map in there now. That displays graph, so we can see what we're doing there. And that is actually quite handy. It reminds me a lot of what Decker was doing on 15, but it's a great help. And I'll tell you the other thing that's helpful. I know some people don't like having anything on the screen. I do. I need things like the map on this, so I can actually flip between the full size map and this with only one key press. There's that blank screen one. So I should want to get rid of the HUD. I just do a hide HUD. No, correction. It doesn't get rid of this MIDI map. It's there all the time, but I quite like it. If I like it, it must be good. Yes, we had the hottest temperature I have ever recorded. We have a little weather station in our garden, just an amateur one, but it doesn't do that far. And we recorded, which seemed to be recorded nowhere else in Norfolk, 38.4 Friday before the storm came. Well, we're doing another headland, I think. If I miss any here, I'm not going to be a disaster. Especially what I knew the second headland up this end, because we ain't got a lot of turning room. Of course, I should just put this on the cruise, just better. So I ain't got to sit there with my foot hard on the throttle all the time. It turned out we could actually think seriously about bringing this up. I think it's about right for whip. So there's nothing there near it. Oh yeah, that'd do. Put it onto that, but if that's wrong, it's wrong. We'll get rid of the rest of that because I don't need it. Take off GPS once we do this bottom end. We've got room to turn around this bottom end, but we haven't the top end. Now we can start seriously thinking about going up and down properly now. Rather improperly, which is most probably more fun. No, I can't here because I've got them. If I go there, I'm going to hit the trees. So one problem I found with this particular meadow, I've got to redefine the outside of this field in course play because it gets too close to the trees at the edge of this side. Such as the life of a jobbing YouTuber. Could actually move over onto the line, I suppose. I think we'll go to the far end so we can work towards the gateway. Not going to worry about going right in close there. Oh, when I want this key. So I get my thumb ready for the key I want and realise I on the wrong one. We probably will miss a few bits, but if you don't tell anybody, I won't. It should get better as we get about halfway down this, so we might miss a bit here. Yeah, I might just have to flash over that again. If you excuse the expression. Yeah, that's fine. I think the codes are... So I'm just having a quick look there. Yeah, everything's well fed. Just want to check if I had anything else to do there. I might have to have a quick look at the greenhouses again soon. I think we can hold on until the Tuesday when it's wet, because we ain't got about to do anything else that day. Nothing else at all. Yes, I've got the tether still running. Bad me, but this is a bit more realistic series, not a full realism series. Well, I was sort of thinking how the schedule's going to go from now on. Well, we might as well run through that. Monday will be South Africa Knot. These all be running until 19 launches. Monday South Africa Knot, Tuesday Blickling, Wednesday will be Motorsport Manager, my attempt at the open wheel racing with a self-made team. Thursday will be the museum, the longer videos, as is Motorsport Manager. Motorsport Manager normally tops at about 45 minutes. Museum we try for 45 minutes to an hour. This because my good mate Chris likes longer videos, and I like to please my regular subscribers and those who comment regularly. I try my best with a low. If that's something stupid like, why don't you do everything by hand? Don't use any automation. Tough. Friday, once the old Ridge series has come to an end, which is getting very close to now, I think I've got about 3 more I'm going to record. 3 more episodes I've got in my mind, and that will be it. So you have about 4 more to see, because I think I only got 1 in stock after. Probably. I'm just going to lift that. Once we just turn here and come down, I'm going to come down this bit again and just do those bits I missed. I think there's rather a lot here. We could well, if we're unfortunate, end up with a bale of grass. And though in the bale storage I'm using, I can put grass in there, isn't affected. It's not terribly realistic. Yes, Friday, once the old Ridge series is ended, will be the both newbie series. I'm going to restart the actual proper farming when I had a better idea how to go about that. But the challenge will be carrying on, and it must probably be a challenge one this weekend again, and then the next weekend I will start the actual farming almost properly on there. But I think we must have all this now. Yeah, that looks like we've got it all. That's better. I must remember to put this back onto cruise when we do our turn here. There we go. See what we call it. Oh, that's what we call it just about. This, of course, is the alternate grass texture because I couldn't see the other one very well. It's something what happens as you get older. Your sight isn't as keen as it once was. It's something that I know that Johnny has trouble with. Johnny V, good mate Johnny V, has similar trouble. Neither of us are in the first flush of youth. Although in my head I still feel I'm about 18. And some people say in the brain I'm about 6, but there we are. Months, that is, not years. How are we doing then? We're going to get this one finished. I'll have to do the other one off screen, I reckon. And we get back and we will... I may well, as you've seen that food time, I may well just... whoa, come on. I may well just rake it and all off screen, and we'll do the baling next time. It'll be later on in the afternoon, because this is not one day we've got here. Each day is several weeks, so we're not just doing everything bang 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 all on the same day. It just looks like it. Till we get actual real time, we have to make allowances. No, I'm not so certain. I know that another good mate, Bipolar Prophet, was playing real time on his old ridge. It was 365 days. What was it, a leap year? Actually, I want to just take that off cruise at the moment. As we're going around the corner here. Hope I didn't lift that too early. Well, we're fine now, aren't we? Now we got it. Oh, did we drop it too late? Yes, we did. We've got some grass at that end. Yes, weekends. I might go back to having the weekends free, except for anything special that comes up. Once 19 launches, I'll keep going with some 17 series, but there'll be one series I imagine on 19. Trying the hard mode. That's the one that interests. That's the mode that really interests me. It's starting with nothing and building up. And in this case, it is starting with nothing. Some cash, no farm, no equipment. Now that's actually, as it turns out, I'm looking forward to that. And yes, I will be getting 19. Let's just take that. It wasn't too clear in what I said there. I have on, in my games folder, I have a copy of OldBor, I think the first farming simulator for the PC. I've got 11, 13, 15, 17. Yes, I'm one of those last of the fanboys. I've also got Farmer's Dynasty, Per Farming, Cattle and Crops, and a couple of those really awful ones as well. Yeah, I got the only one I didn't fall for this time was Real Farming. And having seen the fun and games built ahead with that, I am quite happy to have missed it. Excuse me, I've got a tickle again. Well, we will make a start on the other one, I think. It's only 23 minutes gone so far. Just going to turn in here and just do this bit how I missed. I hate to miss too much, right? It's because I'm using, that's my cruise, but my other two cruisers on this, because I use gearbox mod, I've got 3 cruise controls, or cruise speeds on here. 2 of them are far too slow, set up far too slow for using this, and I don't want to set the other one up. It's set up for a decent road speed, 35 miles an hour. But as soon as I lift the equipment, of course, this wants to go 35 miles an hour. I think we call it on this one. Just get to the end. And we'll make a start of it. We should get the headlands done anyway. quite sad about finishing the whole bridge, but it's gone on for a long time. Oh, I think I better just switch it off and fold it before we try and get through the gateways. Be rather embarrassing though to crash there. I know some people will look forward to it. They like my crashes, don't you, Duck? Oh, and I think Doc quite enjoys them too. Both good friends, both good YouTubers. Give them a look. That's Duck Zorley and Dirty Tractor Doctor. You won't be disappointed with either of them. Right. Actually, I don't think we're far out with my... oh, let's get a bit closer to the side, but we're missing a whole bit there. But I don't think we'll be too far out with the GPS line. Going, I'll try and put 2 headlands in, give us plenty of room to turn around. Look behind. Yep, that's okay. No, I haven't got my head track, and I haven't used that for ages. I don't know why, but well, I do. I think it's because of my antivirus. It actually sandboxes a lot of the games and looks in have a little bit, and I can't switch it on and off whilst I'm in game at the moment. Even setting up keys for it don't work. And I'm too old a bird now to want to run too long without antivirus zinging away. Oh shit, we could make this a slightly longer episode and finish this. Let's see how we get on, shall we? We may make this one a 40-minute episode. I think I will rake it off screen, and when we come back next time it will be bailing time. Using an excellent black sheep modding kit. And I think I might just be a fool and manually bail again. What if I actually want GPS on them? Let's go without. Here the boys are fool, I hear you all shout. Well, we've got 3 lines. We're just about on the centre, we're not far out. No, we're not. Yeah. And I'll just move in and out a bit these I've never done any of this straight. That's how you can tell that I've actually done it and not AI. Apart from the fact you saw me on most of this last time. Well, just hit the reverser. Not good. Yeah, give us plenty of room to turn around here. So we could actually put that on the cruise again. Better. Almost. Looking forward to seeing what equipment is actually going to be on the 19th from the off. I'm not worried about brands as much as the sheer equipment. I'm a little bit disappointed that ploughing will be a thing but not a necessity again. I like 17 because you had to plough. We had to anyway, because on 15 because I used soil mod on most of them. But if you're going to have to lime instead of ploughing, I'm not quite so keen on that. Also, I don't like their idea that they ain't changing their vehicles back to what they were in 13 because people were abusing them. Come on, Giants. Your customers have paid their 20 odd quid. It's their game then to play as they wish. And yes, I used to enjoy a little bit of a car flipping on 13. Good way to get rid of frustrations. Things not quite gone right in your day, fire up 13 and see how far you can flip a car across the map. Instead of these flaming bricks we got now. Alright, we've done this, so we must just start going up and down. I missed too much, I will go back on the GPS again. Oh, I missed a bit there. Oh, what we've got to do is actually bring it out and turn it around again. And see if we just square this side up a little bit. Yeah, we've got that quite a large area there we missed. Well, I shouldn't take a lot to put right. Again, you wouldn't be turning sharp with the tether down. I know, and running, I know that. But it isn't going to stop me doing it. No, it wasn't as bad as it looked. Right, we're going to go back up this way, come down again, because I think we just about got this squared off. It took a little bit for that to decide to come in. I think I mentioned before, I think I've got a button going a bit dodgy on this wheel, but then it is a G27, which is not in the first flush of youth anymore. But I happen to like the 27. And with what else has happened here, with the flat roof to do, and we need a new car. Our 15-year-old Ford Fiesta has seen better days. Not that I drive the car, I like that. Certainly is my wife's car. The Honda NC700S is my toy. For those who don't know, it's a motorcycle. Not a very fast bike, but it more makes up with fuel consumption. And that still brings a smile to my face. May not be backside up, head down as in the days of yore for me, but still great fun. See how we're doing now. I see we've become quiet for quite a bit of the time. I've looked at the trace on the Audacity. It shouldn't be going quiet like that. Oops, I'm going to miss for this. I do something like this and I just lose myself, and I enjoy tedding, especially. It's relaxing. All you got to do is drive straight and just let your mind go, and my mind hasn't got far to go anyway. What we're looking forward to on 19, I am actually looking forward to buying plots of land instead of single fields. And the land is yours to do what you want with it. Now that sounds quite good, but I think fields still have to be defined for the other modes you play in it, and also defined because of the mission system. I might even do, well, I have done several missions on 17, I quite enjoy those. Not feel them too big. You know, 90-acre field having to lift potatoes with a tow behind a lifter. No, not really much fun. But the same field using a big New Holland or case combines is quite nice and relaxing. And no, I'm not one of the people who think that 19 is just going to be a remake of 17. And there are so many differences since I started playing this properly with FS 2013. Each one has a different feel to each version. I just hope they go a little bit further with making certain that you have to match it implement to the tractor, or the tractor to the implement. It's still quite easy on flat fields, especially to get away with it on 17. That's where I'm using more realistic on here, and that helps a lot to make something I can't do too much. Any road, looking at this, we just finished. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Much appreciated. It makes me feel good. I was going to say it helps for other people to find the videos, but best mine is quite often so far stuck so far down the heap, I don't think anybody ever finds them, unless they really are looking for something particular. Anyway, yeah, so give it a like, it makes me feel better. If you're not a subscriber, how about subscribing? I'll be back to doing this thing 5 days a week now. I actually managed to get through the recent problems without missing too many, which pleases me anyway. And another egg. Yeah, I've got auto egg collector on here, by the way. Got fed up with doing the Benny Hill thing. I did look to put the Realismus Modding company's egg system and chicken system in, but couldn't really fit it in very well. So I decided to go for the egg collector instead. Right, let's see where else. Oh yes, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, moans, or whatever else, feel free to post them in the comment section that's under this video. I read every one. I laugh at most of them, if they make me funny. I hold my head in my hands every time Stu posts with their Stu. I try and reply to everyone. If I don't, It's not probably because for some reason YouTube's played up again and hasn't shown me it. If that's the case, try again. Oh, and if you want to get any messages to me, private messages, either join PCSG and send a message, a PM to Merman, or which is MEREMAN, or you could email me on the Gmail account. That's fairly open. It's mermanagain@gmail.com. So I got rid of private messaging now on YouTube. Either of those will find me, hopefully, providing the Gmail doesn't decide to that it's trash what you sent. Hey, that's out of mind of its own. Hey, how about this? I think I've got this. Look at that. Oh, there. So do we have to drop this? Yes, we do. Ah, so I think with that, as we unhook this, I'm going to use the same tractor for the rake. We're going to set up the rake now. It's saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.